What's up, guys? I'm back. Decent day today. I last video I was talking about using the times and sales entries, and today we had a small winner day on 4 of my accounts, which is great. I left 3 of them. I don't know, just rainy day again, or either that, or I'll start eventually rotating these accounts. But I mean, I do just want to save some accounts just to, you know, keep them there just for the back of my mind of not losing my insanity. Um, but yeah, so winner on 4 of these accounts. Could have had bigger wins, but you know what? That's fine. Today, absolutely insane. I'm gonna get rid of the time sales because it's kind of annoying me. Uh, but today, I traded NQ instead of MNQ because with the times and sales entries, my risk and my stops are very small compared to normal, ICT, you know, stops, I should say. So like below swings and stuff. So, um, not that I didn't look for any of my ICT entries and my volume entries, but honestly, it wasn't really showing much. Uh, I kind of reserve volume for Asia session now, but regarding that, um, I kind of want to start instead of sticking to NQ for Asia sessions. I move over to either gold or silver because they seem to move a lot more uh, during Asia sessions compared to NQ, and I really just don't like the price action of NQ and during Asia sessions. But so I might try that out, but that's besides the point for now. We can get to some of these. See, like when we go back to here, right? After this huge dump, I know a lot of people for some reason trying to catch the knife and I saw like 2 traders today just try to catch the knife moving our way up, right? They were like, "Oh, this is a IFAG or some shit down here. Let's try it along, try it along, try it along." But I didn't really see anything that made sense for us to go long. Like, yes, we would target this 15 minute, which is why I put my, you know, a marker there. But if I move over to the daily, right? I mean, the clear draw to me is this low. This rejection block. Let me see if I can see it. This rejection block right here. Right? That just makes sense to me. And we took out previous day. We took out yesterday's high and previous day's high. So the next target would be, previous day low. So these are all stacked up, and this is my target. We swept out all of this, right? So my targets would be all of these down here. Like, why would I try to look for entries longer if I was trading ICT? Not, my time sales entry and volume entry, but yeah, I was still waiting for all of this, right? 15 minute we started dumping. Um, I didn't really want to trade I into this because this is a smaller gap compared to the larger gap above. And also, I believe one of these, I forgot what it was. I think, let me see. Yeah, we hit this like 1 hour order zone here. So I expected us to push higher into this 1 hour gap in order for us to go. So all of this lined up, right? This is a 1 hour gap. This is a 30-minute gap. This is a 15-minute gap. So this is what I was looking for. Um, if I wanted to go short, right? But obviously NQ did not like that. So we reacted off of here. And then I started looking for my ICT entries. And this is also why This was another trade, not ICT entry, but this was a times and sales trade, and my logic made a lot of sense, right? So basically, we were at this. If you guys can see, we're at this 25 620 even level, right? And for me, I was wanting to see a breakout in order to tap into here, and my risk reward would have been like pretty tiny, but that's like a 1 to 4 hour, which is crazy, right? um but if we go to my entries, where is it? Here we go. Right, I entered on the breakout, and this is just a break-even trade, nothing too special about it. uh how this plays out in volume is we're arranging here consolidation, right? When we get up to here, all the people that went short on these, right, their stops would be around here, right? So as we push up into it, we're squeezing, and then the buyers are taking control and squeezing all of these sellers here. So I expected us, as soon as we tap into this level, we're gonna just shoot up into this small level, which we didn't. So I mean, that's fine. But all of this invalidates my ICT setups now, right? Because why would I go short if there's no, you know, I wanted to go short using an IGC entry if we tapped into here, which we didn't. So um, that's fine. I can get rid of this actually. And then I was really upset about this. Right here is the perfect breakout entry if my alerts would have worked. Can you guys see this? This is like beautiful right here. Like, it's so good, right? All of these lined up. So there's even more liquidity than up here, right? Everyone's trying to go long here, and then they're putting their stops on here. As soon as we go through, we're getting the buyers are getting squeezed, and we're just gonna push lower. We reacted off of these levels as well. So my alert was there because if this was a sweep, I wanted us to look to go from these stops here, right? And then we would break through at a good level, and then again I would target up here, but that did not happen. We pushed down. So the problem was I set my alert, right? I set my alert here, waiting for this to be crossed. And then as soon as I look back, right, I was already at my computer screen, but I looked over and price already dumped before like my alert even got noticed. Right, we were already like all the way down here before my alert even got off. So I had no time to enter on my trade, and that was pretty annoying. There was a level I wanted us to see 65, I think. Um, yeah, it was like here, right below these. And then look at this. Ooh, that is crazy. But yeah, so I wanted us to break this, and this would have been a crazy ass trade. I would have been entered somewhere here to like that's a 1 to 8 in like 1 second basically. But we didn't get that, and so we move on with our lives. And at this point, I believed there was nothing really to target higher, right? We started breaking through even more, so I wanted us to target these lows. 1 hour gap. that's for later, but I wanted to target this 1 hour gap here, which we didn't tap into. So as soon as we pushed, we created the 5 minute. We pushed lower, and that is my sign that I can enter. I also wanted in this 5 minute gap, right? I wanted us to see a FEG, 1 minute FEG here, which we did create, but we never really tapped back into. Instead, again, they're stopped at these lows, right? So as soon as we started pushing lower, pushing, what level did I try to enter on? I mean, this was already pretty low. 90s, or yeah, 90. So there's like a 390 level that I wanted to enter off of. Yeah, but then I entered in late here, got stopped out, which is fine as a small stop. And then again, I saw us react off of this little consolidation here. And then I re-entered as soon as I saw a nice reaction. And then I got a good trade. I think I was up 200 or something at this trade. So that's fine. We fast forward. I wanted to enter in off of this level. All right, now we reacted off of the 1 hour, I believe. 1 hour order block / rejection block of a 4 hour. So we started pushing higher above this constant encroachment of the monthly level. So I'm like, okay, now we're gonna start trading back up, probably up into here, maybe. There was a level in here that I wanted to trade. Somewhere here I wanted to trade. There was no pullback, no nothing. I didn't set an alert here, but this would have been a good level. We pushed up into the next level here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next level of after this big reaction, right? We push up and then big reaction. I would assume there was gonna be some sell orders here. So as soon as we start pushing up, I saw a break, I saw a good reaction, I entered in off of here, and I could have had a way bigger winning trade, 1 to 2, but the problem was I got stopped. I started trailing here. This would have been like a 1 to 2, right? So I started trailing, and then I exited, I think on 1 to 5 or something like that. Yeah, which is not bad RR, but I mean, this could have been crazy RR. But the worst part about it was I did not change my sizing, and instead I entered in on a. So this was a, let's just say a 1 to 7 R, right? Instead, I put it to 1 contract instead of 2. So then now it's terrible RR, but you know what? It is what it is. I could have made a lot more, but that is fine. So, new strategy seems to be working fine. I do like the entries. Couldn't find any ICT setups here, but overall, pretty decent. I'm pretty sure there could have been something in here. Let me see if I can find anything. 5 minute, something around here should have been working fine. You could have done IFEGs here, and then also, yeah, that's not really clear, any clear cut 1 minute fair value gaps you can enter off of, or order zones. Again, I like entering off of order zones than fair value gaps, but we didn't really like there was no um seeking of immediate liquidity besides for this trade up here. But again, I was looking for longs instead of shorts, so I wasn't able to capture that one. Is there anything, or are there any more? Like here, none of these came back up to touch this to go lower. This would have been okay trade, but I mean the order zone or FEG above is here. This didn't sweep. This did, but again, there's like a huge gap up here that I would rather get tapped into for us to sweep down, but it didn't. Like all this down, there's no liquidity sweeps at all. On the way back up, this could have been considered one, but I didn't like how much data was behind it. This didn't tap back down all the way to this zone down here that I wanted to hit. This didn't sweep anything, you know, like there's no good sweeps for me to enter, but I did find the times and sales entry trades, which basically just, the faster it is, the more volume there is, the more explosive a move could get. Good scalping today. Happy with that. And I think that's it. Slow roll today. Hopefully we can, slowly chip out away at our profit target and eventually get my first payout. So that'll be great. I do have to remember my goal was just one payout. I was eligible for a $40 payout, if you guys remember, but I should have just taken it out. I'm not gonna lie. $40 is $40 right there. Could have been 500, but I'm stupid, so that's alright. My mindset's good. I'll just keep at it. Keep at it one trade at a time. And some of these trades could have been bangers too, so I could have been up way more, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna just go do my thing now. Maybe trade Asia sessions on gold and silver. I'll see how that works. I've laid out. Yeah, I've already laid out some levels for gold and silver, so maybe we can. And then we're reacting off of it pretty well, so hopefully we're in this zone now. Reacting off of the top of the zone, these levels. Hopefully we can get some trades on here, but we'll see. I mean, this looks like a beautiful target up here. Not so much gold, but silver. Maybe that could be something. But all right, that's it. Thank you guys.